Let's talk about focus. Focus on work and focus on rest. Saw a great comment on Twitter recently. It said, when you work, work fully. No distractions, no thoughts about rest. And when you rest, rest fully. No feelings of guilt, no thoughts about work. This is an area I actually need to improve, is on the rest part. Now, in my younger days, growing up and just out of college, you wouldn't have thought I needed to improve that area. I was really good at it. I was really focused on playing and playing hard and having a good time. But as I've grown up, built out my career, been with Service Express for all these years, and given my all to my career, I have found that over time, I have a hard time, a challenging time, kind of decompressing sometimes when I'm at home. Now, when the kids were young and they had activities and sports and I was coaching them and everywhere, that was great because I was running around and I was busy doing all that and they were my focus. They were my priority. It was awesome. Now that they're older, my boys are off to college, my daughter's a senior and she will be, I have some free time on my hands. And sometimes I find myself on my downtimes thinking about work maybe a little too much or jumping on to do a little bit more. And sometimes I have a hard time kind of relaxing and just kind of chilling out, especially if I just want to do nothing. Now, fall football season helps with that quite a bit. But even then, only so much time on the couch watching football and I got to get up. I get antsy and get moving. But it also made me think about my team and our employees. And as leaders, giving our teams the ability to get away and rest fully. Sometimes if we're not resting, we're like, I just got to get caught up on work. I'm going to fire off some emails. We might not even want to response as leaders. But if we send emails at night on the weekends, right, what we're doing is causing our teams to look at them, to think about them. It's hard to get away from emails now when we all had PCs on our desk. Yes, I'm that old. And you went home, you could walk away from work and you pick it up the next day. Now with laptops and certainly with phones, it's hard to get away. And I remember a comment from one of my executives saying, I might get an email. I know I don't need to respond to it, but now all of a sudden I find myself thinking about work and trying to solve that problem versus enjoying my son or daughter on a fishing boat and being out in the day with them. And that's what, as leaders, we have to be careful not to do. We have to be careful that we maybe clean up our inbox to help us relax, but are we causing our teams to think and engage in work when they should be away from work, recharging, relaxing, so they come back in fresh, ready to go, and problem solve all the way around for everything that we need to do. So we all have to be mindful, focus on the rest when you're away from work, and leaders, let your teams focus on their rest when they're away from work. So when we all come back in, we have the energy to get after it, attack it, and attack it with enthusiasm unknown to mankind, as Coach Harbaugh would say.